Good morning, everybody. Happy second 45-minute flow Friday. Today we're working towards chaturanga. Chaturanga is four-limb staff pose. You've likely heard it in yoga class. Well, you've absolutely heard it in yoga classes that you've taken, often during a vinyasa flow after high plank or to chaturanga. The way that we'll be embodying chaturanga in our practice this morning is through sun salutation A. We will be repeating sun salutation A for 45 minutes. We will work them in sets of 7-ish, and we'll take rest after every 7. And then when we hit probably 9:37 or so, we will move into rest in Shavasana. So if you'd like to join Phil Yoga Network in flowing this Friday, please roll out your mat. And we're thrilled that you're here. You'll have to excuse me. I will have some sniffles and coughs today. It's just part of real life. Still a little new at this, so thanks everybody for your patience as I learn how to teach remotely. Okay. I'd love to encourage you to grab a block or two for our practice this morning. In chaturanga, we will be speaking to some of the alignment points in the body, the shoulders, the ribs, the hips, and the legs. And sometimes having a block or two nearby, either to give us an idea where our shoulders are or to place in between our legs, can help us kind of notice where our points of contact with our joints are. So, to begin, let's meet in downward facing dog. To get to downward facing dog, we start in tabletop. Palms are planted top corners of the mat and our toes are touched. Shrug your shoulders, roll them back. Hug your elbows towards one another. Breathe in, tuck the toes, exhale, hips go up and back for downward facing dog. And maybe for this first sun salutation, bring your legs, your feet as wide as your mat. A little wide leg downward dog. Maybe that gives you some extra space behind your body. And then as you breathe in, take your gaze forward, bring your right foot with you for lunge. And exhale, maybe step that left foot in line with body for that lunge. Feeling strength. The next inhale, bring your left foot to your right foot. And the exhale, forward fold. A breath in, halfway lift. A breath out, fold. A breath in, rise to mountain pose. A breath out, hands to your heart. Breathe in, bring your arms into the sky. Mountain pose extended, breathe out, fold. And inhale, half lift. And exhale, bring your palms to the mat. Step your right foot back. Hold your left foot here. Catch your lunge with left foot forward. Next, inhale, send your left foot to your right for high plank. And exhale, we found our first chaturanga. So from high plank, hug those elbows in, bring your heart forward, lower your knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, your chest to the earth. And inhale, rise up just through cobra, just the heart. And an exhale back to downward facing dog. As the next in-breath finds you, bring your gaze and your right foot forward. And exhale, stay in that lunge. And inhale, keep that left foot forward to your right foot. And exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold. Breath in, rise up, mountain pose. Breath out, bring your hands to your heart. And inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, bring your palms to the mat. Step your right foot back, hold your left foot here. A breath in and a breath out, and lunge on the left. And then the inhale brings that left foot back to right for high plank. And exhale, chaturanga, lowering to the earth, heart down. And inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Next, inhale, gaze goes forward, right foot steps. And exhale, begin the lunge. And inhale, bring left foot forward. And exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold. Breath in, rise up, mountain pose. Breath out, hands to heart. Breath in, bring your arms into the air. Breath out, fold. And inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bring palms to mat. Step your right foot back. A cycle of breath, lunge, left foot forward. Then the inhale brings that left foot back to right. High plank, exhale, bend the elbows, lower body for chaturanga. And inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. We have one more. Before our first set of rest. I think that was 4. But to be honest, I'm not going to count. I'm just going to notice what my experience is in my own body and call for rest. If you need rest between, yogi's choice. Make your space, take your space and use it. Take the rest that you need. Inhale, gaze and right foot forward. Exhale, begin the lunge. And inhale, spring left foot forward to right. Exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold. And inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. And inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, palms to mat, step right foot back. And inhale and exhale with left foot forward. On the next inhale, bring left foot back to right for high plank. Exhale, heart swings forward, bend your elbows, lower your body for chaturanga. And inhale through upward facing. This time an exhale to child's pose. Time for some rest. Maybe this is the first movement that your body's experiencing for the day. If that is the case, what is present for you? What do you notice in your body? Do you feel the hips starting to fatigue a little bit with all those lunges? As you breathe in and out, can you extend your exhales? Use your breath as your tool. Your connection to inner peace. Sometimes when we practice asana in such a regimented way and a very repetitive way, such as repeating something many, many times, it can call to mind some agitation, some frustration, some wanting to move somewhere else, to see some progress. And I'd like to invite you to release expectation for need for validation, for need for expression, and simply be with it. Accept what it is. And dive in. Maybe it becomes a mantra for the body and grounding for the breath. On this round, I'm going to use a block. Just one block. And I'm not exactly certain which height I'm going to use it on today. It kind of depends on when I get into the pose. But I'm going to start with it on the medium height right here. And it's about in the middle of my mat, just ahead of my knees, so that when I roll forward, I can kind of position my low belly so that it's right above the block. And what I'll be looking to do as I'm in tabletop right now, and I invite you to try the same, is from tabletop, hug your elbows and shrug your shoulders, lower your heart forward and bring your body down to the block. I'm noticing here my block is too far back because as my heart moves forward, so does my belly. So now I've got the block just under my heart. And we'll have those elbows in, bring my heart forward, and then lower my body towards the block, keeping my knees down just to notice the height of the block. Does this feel good? If I can lift my knees and lower my shoulders in line with my hips, this feels like a good chaturanga for me this morning. It feels very supportive. The block is helping me to engage some of those low core muscles, really use my shoulders and heart. I'm going to bring my knees back down and sit back on my heels for a moment for rest. This is where the block will stay for me. I'm going to try, knowing it's not perfect, knowing it's not everything, I'm going to try to keep this block right here. It will help me to know if my hips and low belly are finding some disengagement in chaturanga. And that is simply information. The block gives our body more data to understand. No judgment, no expectation, just simply feeling and using the tools to feel deeper. So from child's pose, let's rise up to tabletop. We get a cough out. Tuck your toes. Check that block. Breathe in. Breathe out, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Try not to move the heart. Leave it here. The next inhale, I'm going to bring my right foot forward and my gaze forward for lunge. Noticing the block might change this movement a bit. My hips are very high, so is my heart. Next inhale, I'll bring my left foot forward to right. And exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold. And inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And breath out, hands to heart. Breath in, bring your arms back into the air, extended mountain. Breath out, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your palms in front of your feet to the mat, bend those knees. Step your right foot back, hold your left foot here for lunge. Breathe here, tuck left hip back and right hip forward, lift the heart. Next inhale, spring left foot back to right for high plank. Here we are, chaturanga. Exhale, lower heart forward, bring body down to block. And inhale, this would be upward facing dog. And an exhale back to downward facing dog. These are props. Maybe they give us some input, something for the brain to interpret differently. One more breath here and downward facing dog. And then the next inhale, gaze and right foot forward. And exhale, be in lunge. Next inhale, left foot springs forward to right. And exhale, we fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold. Breathing in, rise up, mountain pose. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breath in, stretch the arms up. Breath out, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bring palms in front of your feet. Bend your knees. Step your right foot back. Inhale, left foot stays forward for lunge. Exhale, notice hips. Lift heart. Next inhale, left foot springs forward back to right. And exhale, bring the heart forward, bend the elbows, lower body to block. Then inhale through upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Few breaths right here. And the next inhale, gaze and right foot forward. We repeat the cycle. Exhale, stay in that lunge. Lift the heart. Exhale, bring left foot forward. Breathe in, breathe out, fold. Then inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Breath in, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms go long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms do not bend your knees. Plant your palms. Step your right foot back. Hold your left foot here. Then inhale, find lunge. And exhale, find the ground. Inhale, left foot swings back to right. And exhale, heart comes forward. Body lowers to block. And inhale through upward facing. And exhale to downward facing dog. A few breaths in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we have one more round before a little bit of rest. Downward facing dog, breath comes in, gaze goes up, right foot steps with it. Exhale, be in that lunge, lift the heart. Inhale, left foot swings forward to right. And exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold. Breath in, rise up, mountain pose. Breath out, hands to your heart. And inhale, arms go into the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to mat, bend your knees, step your right foot back, hold your left foot here. Lift the heart, and inhale, sends left foot back to right. And exhale, chaturanga. And inhale through upward facing. And exhale, we'll find child's pose for rest. What do you notice that's present in your body? You're feeling maybe a little bit of sweat on the skin. Perhaps the heart rate is a little high. Can we extend the exhale longer than the inhale? The peace that comes after the exhale. And the light that reignites with the inhale. Invite a sense of quiet into the mind, even if the mind fights it. Give it a smile. Listen to the space behind the thought. We'll take 3 more breaths here in our child's pose before we find our next round. After that 3rd round of breath, start to rise up to tabletop. If you like to take a few cat-cows before we move back into our flow, we inhale, we drop the belly, we take our gaze and heart forward. Hi, bug. This is my cat. And exhale the cat pose. We round the spine, we tuck the pelvis, we tuck the chin. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round down. Next inhale, find a neutral field. One more breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. If you like to keep the block in, actually I'm going to. I really liked the block, to be honest with you. I'm going to go a little bit lower. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And just like that, the cycle repeats. Inhale, take your gaze forward, step your right foot with it. Exhale, stay in that lunge, lift the heart. Hi, baby bug. And inhale, swing left foot forward to right. And exhale, fold. And inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to mountain. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms go into the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your palms to the mat, step your right foot back. Inhale and exhale with that left foot forward, lift the heart. Next, inhale, left foot swings back to right for high plank. And exhale, chaturanga, squeeze the thighs, the glutes together, lower your body. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale to downward facing dog. The adjustments that you feel necessary so we can begin again. Next, inhale, gaze and right foot forward. Exhale, beam lunge, lift the heart. Inhale, bring left foot forward to right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms find the mat. Right foot steps back. Inhale and exhale, in your lunge, lift your heart. And inhale, sends that left foot back to right for high plank. Heart comes forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale through upward facing. And exhale, find downward facing dog. Next inhale, we'll begin the cycle again. Gaze and right foot forward. Exhale, being lunge, lift heart. Inhale, bring left foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms find the mat, step your right foot back. Inhale and exhale to be in lunge on the left. Lift your heart. And inhale, bring left foot back to right. And exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. We have one more of these. I know I said that we practice this until 9:37, but I'm feeling lots of disruption, and sometimes it's really fun to move through disruption to really push heat. Other times, rest can be an option. We can almost rest defiantly in the space of disruption. So let's find one more round of heat, and then we'll find our rest for the day. Inhale, gaze and right foot forward. Exhale, be a lunge. Lift the heart. Inhale, left foot to right foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms go back in the air. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, palms to mat, bend your knees deeply. Step your right foot back for lunge. And inhale and exhale, lunge on left, lift your heart. The inhale, left foot goes back to right for high plank. Our final chaturanga on an exhale. And inhale, upward facing. And exhale, we can find child's pose for a moment. What part of your body is feeling it? For me, it's actually the hips. Oftentimes with chaturanga, lots of alignment cueing. The fronts of the shoulders can feel a lot. But with the amount of lunging that we did in between each, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling my hips very strong, very present. And then from child's pose, let's crawl up to a seat with our hips over our heels. A few cycle of breaths to observe what's present in your body. Just sit with you. And then let's move any props out of the way. We'll bring our feet in front of our hips, coming to the seat, and then we're moving our back. Our feet at the front of the we'll lay back on your spine. To give a little rest to the hips, I'm going to take supported bridge pose with one block. I'll take the block on probably the second highest height. I'm looking for a little bit of extra love between my hips and my heart. So first, feel the bottoms of your feet on the mat. Wiggle your toes, press your heels and the ball of your foot into the mat. Squeeze your thighs towards one another and your hips towards one another. Feel the back of your hips on the earth. Maybe wiggle into it a little bit. And as you breathe into your belly, feel your ribs. Hug your little ribs down. Feel the back of your ribs meet the earth. And then shrug your shoulders. Roll them underneath your body so you can feel your shoulder blades on the mat. Press them into the mat. Hug your elbows in towards your ribs. Take that block in one hand. Reconnect with those feet and those thighs. Squeeze thighs together. Stand down into the feet to lift the hips. And then nudge that block underneath the sacrum, that horizontal bone at the bottom of the spine. It should not hurt, so if you find some pain here, excuse me, if you find some pain here, give yourself a little bit of wiggle. Find something different. Lift the hips and readjust. Take 4 breaths here. And after that 4th breath, wiggle the toes, stand down into the feet, knees and thighs toward one another. Lift your hips. Nudge that block out of the way. Lower your hips to the earth. Our final pose before Shavasana today is Happy Baby. Hug your knees into your chest. And then let your legs and hips fall wide. Send your feet into the sky. Crawl your palms up towards your feet. They don't need to reach the feet or ankles. They can stop on the shins. Let your hips and knees open up. You roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. And then we'll hug knees and thighs together. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug your nose into your knees. For 3 breaths, tense every muscle that you have awareness of in your body. Feel this little seed of aliveness, your consciousness awareness right here. And after that 3rd breath, let yourself release into Shavasana, our resting pose. best defiant. Start to wiggle into your toes and your fingers. Roll your ankles and your wrists. Stretch out through your heels, up through your hips and thighs. If you like to roll your shoulders up over your body for a good morning stretch. Waking your body. Grateful for the movement and medicine that you gave it today. And then as you're ready, we'll make our way up to a seat if you'd like to roll to a side that's here for you. Close our practice in Anjali Mudra. Paired hands, bring the thumb into the heart. With a breath in, lift your chin. And exhale, bow your head to your heart, a gesture of knowing, trusting the light that lives in your body. I'll close this with 2 words. Thank you. Thanks everybody for joining us on our second live flow on a Friday. I know today was a little weird. Sometimes when we teach only Sunday, it can feel totally odd for everyone involved. And sometimes that's a signal that we need just a little bit of a shift. No need for expectation or achievement or a peak pose, simply being with your breath and your body, using movement as a mantra, finding peace and balance in yourself first. Thanks for being with me here on this weird adventure. I know we have construction outside, and I really appreciate everybody's openness to my humanness. Thank you all for joining. Philly Yoga Network loves you. I, Kate, love you. And I'll be here next week. Everyone have a wonderful weekend.